Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa's offense will get the first crack at it here. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grab near the marker. It's Moulton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Moulton. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
They're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. So this opening drive finds a bump in the road here on 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's 4th down, and they'll try. Field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the Kennesaw State Owls offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Odom. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's...
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a crease. It's Bennett. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Odom. snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Gill. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Patterson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hawks. Have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to throw. It's Odom. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. And you race it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
He's loose on the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. Gun room at the 35. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Odom. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some... And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. On the move, it's Washington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Odom. Skips away from pressure. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Finding open areas. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Touchdown, Iowa! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Odom. Rushes on him. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bennett. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kennesaw State right back to work.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
That's caught. It's Bennett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He'll keep it himself. Fouls through the defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Looking downfield, it's Odom. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. trying to pick up a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Bring in the heat. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. That's the way this defense wanted. It up, make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.